It's Monday evening. Hopefully, you had a good day today. There were some good opportunities, but what I was looking at, the handful of stuff I had on my watch list was kind of shaky, and I had some stuff to do today, so I just kind of sat on my hands, kind of watched for a little while, then did what I had to do. But I'm looking here, it is aftermarket now, and I'm looking at it now, and I can kind of see what happened for the day and get ready for tomorrow. This is NVIDIA, and again, this is a 2 to the downside. This was Friday's candle, which was a 2 to the downside. So there's a continuation happening here of a bearish move here. We saw this happen here, and this was Thursday. Then we see this 2 to the downside, and that's an actionable signal. That's an actionable signal that tells us that something's about to happen. There's going to be probably a reversal. And sure enough, we see it. We had confirmation again today. So we're going to see what's going to happen tomorrow with that. Qs. If you were doing some options and did some puts, you would have made pretty good money on Q today as it dipped down. But again, this is a 2 to the downside. And if you would have gotten in, if you're using the STRAT method, it will tell you to get in right here. Okay? It will tell you, if you're using the STRAT method, it would have told you to get in right there, the bottom of the previous low. Once it goes beyond that, that's your cue to get in. Okay, so what's your target? Go back to the left, look at history. What is the next low after this entry point? Well, that was 3 days ago, right? So there's one right there. So you would be targeting here to get out of, if the trade, to get out of the trade, there's your target. But as we see, it didn't quite get there before it bounced up. But if you would have had your finger on the trigger, and you would have made some good money. I know some people that made 100% profit today. They collected at least one bag, some even more, depending on how you play this. That's a good one. The Q was a good one today. Tesla, 2 to the downside. Actionable signal right here. Of course, once it broke below this previous low here, that was your signal to get in. Again, actionable signals. What's the target? The next lowest, which was Thursday, way down here, which we weren't going to see that. We really weren't going to see that. But anyway, we did see a drop there for a few dollars there. Probably about $6 or $7 or something, and you could have you got in and out real quick and scalped and done well. Apple, same thing, 2 to the downside, actionable signal. Get in here, your target's here. Didn't quite get there, started going back up, get out, walk away, go home with your money. Spider, Doji, inside candle for the day. We had a 2 to the upside, but it was red, meaning it was a lot of bearish movement down here, pushing it down. And the beginning of the week, today, we have a doji inside 1. This is a 1 candle. And it's just indecision. And rule of thumb, do not trade on an inside candle. But if you're experienced sniper, scalper, whatever you want to call yourself, then you could have gotten in and out a couple times during that day in Spider. But for me, it's inside. I'm not even gonna touch it, because there's other things I could have done that aren't as risky. Let's see, what are we looking at? How about Amazon? Same thing, 2 to the downside, actionable signal here, reversal. Again, entry here at the lowest previous, and then what? Target down here. Didn't quite get there, started bumping back up towards the end of the day. You get out, you made some money, you're done. Pretty simple. Again, it's this strat is a very, very, very good strategy to use. I know guys who I've been friends with for many years trading who refuse to accept the strat. They have every indicator up on their screen, and it's like a plate of spaghetti. I have no idea what's going on or how they can decipher it. But the strat is so easy. It's only going to do, price is only going to do one of three things. It's either going to go up, it's going to go down, or it's going to go sideways. Okay, there's indecision, or there's people, the bulls are there, the bears are there, or it's indecision, the doji, the inside candle. Nobody knows what's going on. This is called price aggregation. Price aggregates. It doesn't move. Aggregation or price aggregate means there has to be a number of buyers to offset the number of sellers, or vice versa. That's what causes the candle and the price to go up and down. It's called aggregate. Price aggregates. Okay? It doesn't move, it aggregates because there's a trade happening. There's an X number of shares that's available. There's so many people buying, there's so many selling. That's how this works. And the candle shows us exactly what is happening in real time, which makes it the best indicator that's out there. But as traders, especially day traders, you want to know what's happening right now. If you could just set your mind like that to where we're looking at this in real time, then you can use this strat method, understand it, start training your eye and your mind to see these reversals, these actionable signals for your ins and outs and your target for entry and your target to exit. It's all right there. You can see it right there in front of you. And in my previous videos, I go over this, like this video I have right here.